Hey everyone, it's your girl Amaka Obonna, aka Amaka BK, or Healing and Recovery Coach Amaka. So, of course, I'm a trauma healing and recovery coach. I counsel traumatized women. I counsel broken men, and I have through the years explained to people how important it is for them to heal from every emotional breakdown and from every trauma that they had previously encountered. And the reason for healing is to make you feel good about yourself, make you feel better and whole, make you feel wholesome and able to connect with other people. We meet people every single day of our lives. We meet people on our jobs, businesses, religious environments. We meet people on our travel destinations or while we are en route our destinations. We meet people where we live and where we do most of our regular everyday things. The thing is, the way that you meet a person, the initial stages, may not be enough to explain to you who this person is and what they want out of you and why they are linking up with you, connecting with you, wanting to be friends with you, or wanting to be around you. I have had a really bad encounter with a narcissistic psychopath. To be honest with you, this individual does not look anything like a bad person. Not to me, not to anyone that has met them, not to anyone that has engaged with them, like conversationally or related to them on the job front or religious environments or social activities or cultural atmospheres. A narcissistic person does not look like a narcissistic person. That they don't look like narcissists. They don't look mean. They don't look mean-spirited. They don't look bad. They don't look like horrible or wicked people. They always come off as very intentional, nice, kind, sweet persons. Reason is because everyone is not their victim, right? They don't have, they're also they are very much of weaklings. They are a weakling in a way that, number one, they are very terrified of going to jail. They don't like to be locked up in the jail. Number two, they don't like to be identified and titled or tagged as a bad person. So, of course, they are actors. They would wear many different hats, many different shoes, many different costumes to project what they want you to think of them. So if they want to be the most hardworking candidate on your team, in your team, they will project that. They will show up early for work. They will work harder than everybody else. They will not even want to take a break. You will be almost forcing them to take a break because you call them, oh, they are so workaholic. They are very dedicated workers. They're very passionate. They are nothing of, they are none of that. They're only doing that to prove a point, to make or maintain an impression, and of course, to make money. So there's no losing for a narcissist. A narcissist don't like to lose. The worst, which is the most senior part of narcissism, is the psychopaths. When it comes to psychopaths, plain black, plain black, they do not have conscience, right? So they don't emote, they don't have good emotions or good emotional quotients in a way that suggests that this act is wrong, so don't do it. In fact, they like to do things that are wrong, but they don't want you to ever pin it on them. They don't want you to accuse them of doing wrong because they can never take accountability. They can never be accountable for their wrongs. They are very arrogant. They will never apologize. They will never admit that they have wronged you. They are very, what's this word again? Uncompassionate. They will never be compassionate. They don't show compassion. They don't feel bad for anyone. In fact, they are heavily on the mocking side. They are mockers. They are the kind of people that if they are a family member of yours, you always wonder why they mock at you for just maybe failing at something or not figuring something out, or maybe attempting something that you're not very certain about how it's going to go, and it ends up not working out for you. Instead of them to show grace, instead of them to encourage you, motivate you, or try to show compassion in such a way that makes you feel encouraged, try again. It's never the last, don't give up, or it's not the last, what's it called? Last hope, no hope is lost. Instead, they will mock you. They will want to remind you of how they already knew that would never work out. They already talked you out of it. They like to control. They like to tell you what to do. They like to want to change your personality. They feel like they are entitled to change your personality, and you can never change theirs because there's nothing wrong with about their personality. They are perfect the way they are. The way they think, the way they do, the way they move is perfect. But you are the one who requires to change, who requires to improve, who requires to just drop this whole personality of yours that you think is working. It's never going to work. It's not working. In fact, they want to tell you how people don't like you and how that people like them so much, how that, oh, I don't have an enemy, never had an enemy all my life. There's nobody who would say that I'm their enemy, and they like to give backhanded compliments. And I'm saying all of this because many times we encounter narcissistic people, and we always tend to want them to improve, to want them to change, to want them to pull them out of their ignorance, to want them to stop being arrogant, to want them to be more compassionate, more accountable, take up more responsibility, be more caring. They can never be any of those. They can never be. Another thing is talking about being caring. They never support you. Come on now, people. They would never support you. This individual, for instance, when I say support, I mean in terms of you're struggling through something. Maybe you you need someone to come along with you. Oh no, rather, you need someone to be your witness and over an issue you have with another. They will tell you that they will try to convince you why you should not pursue that idea. Don't pursue that idea. Don't pursue that goal. Just let it be. Just let it go. They will tell you, oh, I don't know why you're making this a big deal. I would not even bother about it. That's a lie. A narcissist is so bothered by what other people think of them and think about them that they would wear many caps, many costumes, many shades, and change their personality each and every single time just to be liked. A narcissist cannot stand that you don't like them. They are in their women and they are in their men. Sad to say that I know more women who are narcissistic than the men. I don't know a lot of men who are narcissists as personal friends and associates, but I know a lot of women who are narcissists, who are narcissistic, including family members. So look through your family members, look through your friends, and advise yourself on how you engage with this person. Don't tell them things. Hey, let me repeat myself. Do not share your plans with a narcissist. Don't share your plans with a narcissistic person. It does not even matter if that person is a parent to you or someone you view as a parent or as a counselor or as a more mature person over you. If they are narcissistic, they are very judgmental, They are people pleasers. They are weaklings. They are hardly ever compassionate. They are mockers. Don't share anything with them. Never ever keep them in the loop. In fact, if they push further, lie to them. Don't tell them the truth. The only time you tell a narcissist the truth about what you're going about or what you're doing or what you want to do, what your plans are, is when those things don't matter to you. When you have already like elevated above that particular issue or circumstance or happening, action. Say you have looked at the situation, you're no longer interested in it anymore, or you have already moved on from it. You can tell them, because you know what, they are naysayers and they are critics. So they will keep naysaying about that nonsense, that story you told them, or and that plan, and they will keep critiquing it. They will start looking for every way to critique it, every way to criticize it, every way to judge it. They're very heavy on the judgmental. Like I said, they like to change your personality. They would, if you're a very happy person, they always wonder why you're so happy. In fact, now, listen to this point. If you're a very peaceful person, like you get along with everybody, you're very, for instance, likable, or you relate well with people, you understand, like you respect people across board, and people, accord you same respect. They don't like that. They don't like that you're popular. They don't like that you have charisma. They don't like that you are a people's person. They don't like that you are a giver, nor even a receiver. They will critique what you give. They will critique what you receive. Once upon a time, I once received a gift, okay, from my then guy, my then man that I was seeing at the time. And this friend of mine who I consider a narcissist, there are two of them, and the two of them said the same thing. And these are people who never got anything from the people that they are seeing, or like from any guys that they were telling me about at the time. And they had the most to say about it. Oh, it's not even enough. Is that all he can do? Like, excuse me? Listen, you can never get compliments from a narcissist. They always give backhanded compliments. If you're in a relationship with one, good luck with that relationship. I would say I have learned to cut people out. I've learned to put people in their boxes. I've learned to put people where they belong with me, and how, essentially with how they have expressed what I mean to them. When someone can hardly stand up for you, someone can hardly support you in public, there is really no point in making that person your number one. There's really no point. And a narcissist is only around you. They like proximity. They like access to you because they are very gossipy in nature. Not gossipy in the sense of telling people what's going on with you. They can, some of them can be. However, they like to know a lot about what's going on in your life. And what they do is they collect that data or that information to use it to filter through what is going on in their own life and see if there is a way that they are better than you in any fashion. And then they would use that to mock at you. They're always quick to tell you how that they are better off, how that they have better things going for them. You're telling them, oh, by the way, I'm looking for such and such a job. And they want to tell you how that job does not fit you. Like, excuse me, that, oh, that job, you're not going to make a lot of money from it, why not look for a better job? Why not look for such? They like to suggest things. They like to push you around. They like to tell you that, oh, like they just want to make you feel like you cannot do life without them. You cannot figure out something without them, that they want the best for you, and they know the best, that like they know what is best for you. And these are people who have a problem with who you are as a person. Like, it's like your personality is a threat to the breaths that they take. Your personality is an attack on their life in general. They want you to not be who you are. They want you to change from who you are to something else, to a different identity that you cannot recognize nor represent. At the same time, they believe that they know everything that will be suitable for you. Ma'am, how are you able to know everything that's suitable for me while you are struggling with standing up for your own self? The fact is that a lot of narcissistic people and narcissists are miserable. They are miserable. So misery loves comfort. So of course, when someone is miserable, they are also self-hating. They are also male-centric and male-centered. They are weaklings. I've mentioned this before. They are very cowardice. They are very manipulative and deceptive. They are also very fake. They are very phony. They are all phonies. They are very fake. You know, when someone is always putting on costume, today they are superhero, they are Superman, tomorrow they are Batman, and after tomorrow they are Wakanda, and after that they become something else. You know, they are Ant-Man, they are everything, all because they are clowns and they are performative and they are performing for different crowd and different viewers. So of course they have to change the costume to suit, you know, they are chameleons. They have to change the costume to suit whatever crowd, whatever energy the crowd that they are, you know, the atmosphere is presenting. They have to fit within the atmosphere very quickly because they cannot afford to be hated. They cannot afford to be unfit or to be odd, right? So they like to fit in very quickly. They like to also be the fly on the wall, sit in the background, like, you know, and be like acting like everybody likes me. They don't like you. They like comparing things, you know, about you and them. It's like it never ends with narcissists. So the best thing is leave narcissists and run. Run. Take to the skies or take to the hills. Take to the hills. In fact, take to the skies. Why not skies? Go for it. Anyhow, learning more about narcissists, checking who is a narcissist around you, putting them in the box that they belong, putting them where they put you, stop telling them things, stop revealing your innermost plans, thoughts, secrets, innermost thoughts, future plans, personal secrets, things that don't make you feel proud about your actions or yourself or, you know, your activities. Don't tell them. They're very judgmental. They like to be positioning themselves as the holier than thou. They are self-righteous, people pleasers, very manipulative, full of gaslighting, full of emotional blackmailing. And they're also love bombers. Remember, they are performative. Remember, they are chameleons. Remember, they are phonies. These people don't even know who they are. They have identity problems. They cannot identify accurately who they are. They can't stand on their word. They can't stand one place and stand tall and stand strong. So find those narcissists. Please put them in their designated boxes and don't feel bad at all. Because a narcissist will give you up and give you away to death, to your own choking and unaliving without caring. And even when they should care, like even when they understand what they are doing, even when they can comprehend that they are actually aiding and abetting, they are actually an accessory to the fact, they are actually an accomplice, they don't care. They will pretend that, oh, that's not what it was intended for. You know, I was just doing the Lord's work. I was just trying to be nice. I only, they can deny anything. They can deny you on the spot. A narcissist is not your friend, regardless of what title that person holds on you. If they are your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, your bosom friend, your sibling, even your twin, down to your parents, down to your siblings, your big sis, kid sis, big bro, younger bro. Listen, even if they are your main G, your homie, a narcissist is a narcissist. They are performative, they are players, they can never be trusted. And they can sneak into your life just to snitch on you. If you open the door, they will sneak back in, only to snitch on you. They like to get information that they will use against you. They like to open the door to your enemies, your detractors, your betrayers. Talking about, they are the chief betrayers of their people. A narcissistic person will betray you 1,000,000 times on repeat. A narcissistic person would betray you 1,000,000 times on repeat. A narcissistic person will betray you 1,000,000 times on repeat. And they will come back smiling at you. They will come back, they will be in your team on your best day. And while they are there, they are betraying you. They are pointing and giving signs. They are giving signals. Betraying you because they can never be genuinely happy for you. They are miserable. They are struggling with their identity. They have identity crisis. They are performative. They like people pleasing. They can never handle to be hated, to be unliked, to be criticized. No way. Not a narcissist. And the psychopathic ones among them, they are terrified by the authorities, by the law that will lock them up and that will have them face their wrath. They hate that. So of course, they will do anything and everything to give an impression that they are not who you think they are. The moment you see someone is being overly performative, let them go. Cut them loose and do not regret. Now, share this across and please join my community, subscribe. Need I say more? By the way, I have an ebook that just came out and ding, 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 ding. You should be glad. Go get a copy today. I'll put the information in the comment section. Please get a copy for you and your friends and your enemies and start on the journey of your trauma healing and recovery, and you become whole in no time. Thank you.